Hi everybody, this is December 20th, 2024, and this is my video journal to recover from the trauma of watching my little brother, Paul Kierans, 65, with Down syndrome, be locked up by the BC New Democratic Party government for 588 days. We missed 173 scheduled visits. The group home, which is run by the BC government, New Democratic Party, Socialist, Communist government, terminated our visits when I complained to the police about a fraudulent and forged representation agreement that they secretly created in February of 2021 to give Paul the COVID-19 shot. They named my 81-year-old Catholic nun sister 4,000 kilometers away in Ontario, who had only met Paul a few times over the course of his life. She left home shortly after he was born and only met him a few times in his life. But the government named her as his representative. They did this, I believe, because she had, again, secretly given his entire inheritance to the group home, therefore to the government. And they didn't want anybody to know. At that time, Paul had 4 other living siblings, including me, and I live 13 kilometers away from Paul. And I've cared for him at my home 1 or 2 weekends a month for many years. So I've slowly figured all of this out, and if it wasn't bad enough that they locked up Paul for 588 days, when he had a stroke or something happened on April 13th of this year, they didn't tell me for 2 days, and then the nun flew in from Ontario, and he had to die. He couldn't recover. He was struggling to recover. She let me visit him 10 minutes a day. Truly evil woman. Now I know she was funded by the Catholic Church. They spent about $500,000 on legal fees. She had 2 law firms working for her, Singleton Urquhart in Vancouver and Charles Gibson in Ottawa. And I've been a practicing Catholic since I was born. I was baptized within 15 minutes after being born. And I've gone to the same parish for the last 10 years. And I feel so betrayed on so many levels. But one of the things that that struck me right off the bat, and I just raised different aspects of this as they come to me. But anyway, so Paul had a stroke on April 13th. The nun let me visit him for 10 minutes a day, and then when we both found out that the RCMP had been ordered by Ottawa to reopen the investigation into the fraudulent and forged power of attorney. She withdrew his medical support. She ordered the doctor to withdraw his medical support. And she told me, say goodbye to Paul, he's dying. And she wouldn't look me in the eye. So she wanted him dead. I believe they sedated him to death with hydromorphone. Everyone that I've described this to says they did medical assistance in dying on him. So if you're not from Canada, you won't believe this. You just won't believe this. I can hardly believe it myself. And I was trained as a lawyer and graduated in 1991 from UBC Law School. But what Justin Trudeau brought in 2016 is euthanasia of people who are not dying naturally. And they call it medical assistance in dying. And all it takes is 2 signatures on a piece of paper from any medical professional, like a doctor or a nurse. And they kill in Canada, about 20 plus people are killed a day this way. And they've killed 60,000 people so far with no judicial oversight. So no judges involved. When I used to do divorces, I mean, that's what my practice was family law. It took about a year to get a divorce, and a judge had to sign off on it. And very often they would bump your paperwork and send it back if it wasn't up to snuff. But they can kill you. The state can kill you with no judicial oversight. And I just noticed, I was reading on somewhere on the internet today that apparently there has been a case started because a mental patient wandered away from his inpatient facility and managed to get made. So he managed to get killed. That's how sloppy, lazy, and but this is Justin Trudeau, you know. Once a government gains a certain power, they never give it back without a fight. And there's people who, you know, who was it? Agatha Christie said, murder is, I think she said, murder is like chocolates. You can't stop with just one. And so what this, you know, I pointed this out when I first discovered it in 2021. I used to post a video every day just describing the law, and YouTube nuked I had a YouTube account for about 10 years with lots of little videos, and little music videos and family videos and things like that. And YouTube nuked it, like it was gone. Every video was gone, and I haven't been able to recover them. So this government, the Canadian government, this liberal, evil government, is very fixated on being able to kill people. But slowly people are, so the basic statistics are that all you need are the signatures of any 2 medical practitioners. They don't need any particular qualifications, and they kill about 20 plus people a day. They've killed 60,000 people. 5 out of 100 deaths now in Canada is caused by a medical practitioner. And what this has done is it's lowered, I mean, this is what started World War II, because Hitler went through all the hospitals and sanatoriums in Germany and killed 350,000 disabled people. He called them useless mouths. And when you hear Donald Trump saying that he wants to annex Canada and make Trudeau the governor, it's because of the disrespect the whole world has for Canada, my beautiful country. And you see people like Jordan Peterson leaving in droves. But I see us like we're like France when Hitler had invaded France in the Netherlands. That when the Allies, what the Allies did was they liberated France, but they didn't annex France. So if Trump wants to do anything to assist Canada, he should liberate us from this evil scheme of medical assistance in dying. And by the way, even the title is misleading, because medical is from the Greek word for healing. And you don't heal anybody by killing them. And of course, there's nobody around to complain because, or say they've changed their mind, because when people are dead, they can't complain. So there's no constituency of people who are dissatisfied. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you everybody for following these videos. And my beautiful country has been disgraced to the world by this scheme, this horrible, horrific scheme of medical assistance in dying. The government must never be involved in the murder or the killing of its citizens. Never. This is, what Western civilization, if there's one thing that it's risen to, is that it doesn't kill its own citizens. Anyways, it's getting late, and that's about all I have to say for today. I'm in the middle of my 10,000 steps. Take care, everybody.